What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. It's another Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. Y'all know what we do on Mondays. We get our mindset right. We get motivated to move. What moves are you making this week? Did you set yourself up for a positive week this week? Yesterday, did you prep for this week? As a great friend, trainer, fitness trainer, Coach Marcy says, prepping for the week. Prepping your food for the week, prepping your business for the week, prepping. What's your game plan for this week? And y'all want to talk about a game plan real quick before I get into what I'm going to get into today. But talk about a game plan. Did y'all see the women's national championship game yesterday between the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks and the Iowa Lady Hawkeyes? Phenomenal game. Kudos, shout out, everything to Coach Dawn Staley and her Lady Gamecocks. They played an outstanding game yesterday. Still a little upset. I think a little bit, if I had any kind of critique for the Gamecocks, is Camila Cardoza, the center for them. She should have had 20 and she should have had 20 and 15 yesterday. 20 points, 15 rebounds easily yesterday. She was the tallest player on the court, and South Carolina didn't go in the middle to her enough to me. That's my only criticism of it. I thought she should have dropped 15. She should have dropped 20 easy. I think she had like 15 or 17 points. But she certainly should have had over 20 points. Easy. She was the biggest young lady on the court, and Iowa absolutely had no answer for her. No answer. But anyway, congratulations to the Lady Gamecocks. And they're undefeated. See, they didn't just win the NCAA tournament, y'all. They went 38-0 this season, which is outstanding. I have to look it up to see. I think they're one of and I'm going to say less than 5 teams that have gone undefeated. What's up, Dwight? That have gone undefeated in women's basketball. I know Connecticut was the last ladies team to do that, to go undefeated, and that was 2016 from what the stats that they said yesterday. But 2016. So shout out to Coach Dawn Staley, who was just absolutely phenomenal. And if y'all know, if you know, you know. If you're over 40, then you know who Dawn Staley is, and she was a baller. She was a baller back in the 90s and the 2000s. I believe it was 90 and 2000. Might even been a little, maybe just the 2000, but I know for sure the 2000, her being on the Olympic team, being at University of Virginia, but just phenomenal. One of the best WNBA, one of the best point guards ever. Hall of Famer. She is definitely a Hall of Famer and all that. Yeah. So Coach Dawn Staley, and the thing is, she is giving those young ladies more than just basketball skills. She's giving them life skills. And as I was watching the game yesterday, I was thinking about her and Deion Sanders and Coach Prime, and just here are 2 coaches that care and love for the kids that they coach, and then not just giving them athletic skills, they're giving them life skills. That relationship, that bond that they will have with Coach Staley will last forever in their life. They will never forget this. The Lady Gamecocks, and any of the ladies that have played for Dawn Staley have said, and I've kind of said this, phenomenal coach, but there's a special bond that she has with her team that she has. She genuinely, truly cares about them. And the common thread between her and Coach Prime, they Christians. Unashamedly in love with my Lord and Savior. No, I said my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, but he's also their Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ too. And every part of that comes out in the way that they talk, the way that they carry themselves, the way that they walk in character, they walk in honor, they walk in integrity. Those are three characteristics that I would describe Don Staley, that I would describe Coach Prime. And you can't help but root for them and see them do the great things that they're doing. So, yeah, so shout out to them. And let's roll, y'all. Let's get into what we're talking about this week. This week, I did a presentation this weekend for y'all that aren't familiar. On Saturdays, I belong to it's called the E-Mixer Group. It's on Facebook. You can look it up here to join the Facebook group, the E-Mixer Group, but also over on LinkedIn, we have the E-Mixer Room, which every Saturday we have presenters, we have presentations, we have different topics that we discuss for entrepreneurs, for authors, coaches, all of those that are looking to be able to do better in their careers. So every Saturday it's at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. But come on into the room. Go join the room here on Facebook first. Come on over to LinkedIn. You can actually look out for the flyers. If you join me, or if you are connected with me, I'll make sure that you get the invite. We'll send those out to you. But every Saturday we give you insight, wisdom, and ideas that hopefully will allow you to be able to become a better entrepreneur. That's what we talk about. We're always talking about being better. Y'all know I talk about it here, but I also talk about it more there. But I was a presenter this weekend in the E-Mixer Room live. Now it's live and we can't record on in LinkedIn, so you got to be there or you gonna miss it. But the presentation that I did this past Saturday was so I thought it was so great that I thought I would bring it here as a part of what I do here, and I made it into it's going to be a 2-part series. It's going to be this week and it's going to be next week, and the title of it is Reclaiming Your Time and Avoid the burnout, or avoid burnout. Reclaim your time and avoid burnout. Have you ever felt like you're at the end of your day, you're just totally, or the end of your week, you're just totally exhausted, you're fatigued, even during the day, you feel like, oh, I need a nap, oh, I'm always feeling tired. Well, there's a reason that you're doing that. One, you feel like you might be overworked, and we're going to test that these next 2 weeks. Going to see if you really are burned out, or if you just aren't doing those things to ensure that you are getting the proper rest and everything like that. So this week, I'm going to work with you to be able to reclaim your time and avoid burnout. So you say, how am I going to do that? Or what am I going to do about it? Here are the things that we're going to talk about this week and we're going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about setting clear boundaries. We're going to talk about prioritized tasks. We're going to talk about delegating responsibilities. We're going to talk about practice time management. We're going to talk about taking regular breaks. We're going to talk about engage in self-care activities. We talk about that all the time, self-care. I told y'all to do something fun this weekend. Did you do something fun? My fun, personally, was watching the women's basketball game. I thought it was absolutely a great game. Limit the distractions. Seek support. Practice mindfulness, and reflect and adjust. And these will be on my banner, so you'll be able to see these as we go through this week. But I wanted us to be able to take these, and I wanted to be able to go more in depth. I couldn't go as in depth as I wanted to individually in the presentation. But I will. This gives me the opportunity to really single out one thing per day. And I'll be doing these for the next 10 days, 5 days this week, 5 days next week. So we're going to start off We're going to start off with set clear boundaries. What does that mean? Step number one. These are steps to reclaim your time and to avoid burnout. Step number one. Step number one is you have to set clear boundaries. And it's not just about setting clear boundaries. It's about adhering and sticking to the boundaries that you set. It does you no good to set boundaries and then you just go ahead and you just don't even pay attention to them. So you've got to set clear boundaries. But here's the thing. Here's the three things that you must do when you're setting clear boundaries. You want to establish clear work hours. What are your work hours? I know I get caught up in this sometimes where your clients may feel that they have carte blanche to you. They have access to you 24/7. No, absolutely not. They do not have 24-hour access to you. And you have to be mindful to go home. If you're working in the office, go home. And the work can, if you're scheduling your week, if you're prepping for your week, then you'll know the things that you want to get done. And we're going to talk about prioritizing, your task. And we'll talk about that tomorrow, I believe it is. Yep, prioritizing tasks. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But you've got to establish clear work hours. Define specific work hours and stick to them as much as possible. Communicate these hours to your clients, to those that work for you, and others, to manage your expectations and reduce the likelihood of work-related interruptions during personal time. When you allow people to take away from your personal time, it infringes on your time that you're claiming. That's why we have the structure, because we want to free up our time and have more time. By setting clear boundaries around work hours, you can create a more structured schedule that allows for dedicated time for rest, relaxation, and personal activities. That's how you avoid the burnout, y'all. Having the structure and setting the boundaries. Number two, here's the second thing that setting boundaries will do for you. By setting boundaries, how you reclaim your time and how you avoid the burnout. Two is you want to create a physical and digital boundaries. Designate physical spaces for work and personal activities within your home if you work from home, or your workspace if you have workspace. Create a dedicated home office or workspace where you can focus on work-related tasks and avoid bringing work materials into areas designated for relaxation or leisure. Similarly, establish digital boundaries by setting limits on email checking, phone calls, notifications outside of your email autoresponders, or scheduling software to manage communication and enforce boundaries effectively. Set a time. If you want to reclaim your time, I know we get caught up in Facebook, we get caught up in social media, we get caught up in YouTube and all of those things. But if you're on YouTube, if you're using YouTube, you want to make sure that the videos that you're watching, if they have to do with work, then you do that. Because that's what I do. I use videos that I watch, or I'm listening to audiobooks. But you want to have set times to be able to do that. You want to set time that you spend on social media. You want to spend set time or that you spend on your emails or with your emails. Set those boundaries and stick to them. If you say you're going to spend 30 minutes responding to emails, spend 30 minutes. And decipher what days. Are you going to answer emails just on Mondays? Or are you going to answer emails on Mondays and Fridays? How do you want to do that? To think to yourself how you want to do that. How much time do you want to spend on social media? Do you want to spend an hour and a half on social media? And what's the purpose of you being on social media? That's how you define the boundaries. That's how you reclaim your time. And what happens is when you reclaim your time in that way, you'll find yourself being more structured, more focused in the time frame that you have, especially when it comes to work, and it'll free you up to be able to do the other things that you need to do or that you want to do. You'll find yourself being more productive. And one of my second element in as far as being a successful entrepreneur, after creating a healthy work environment, is maximizing your productivity. When you maximize your productivity, part of maximizing your productivity is setting those boundaries. And here's number 3. You got to learn to say no. I'm going to say that for you again. Learn to say no. N-O. Period. Learning to say no. Period. And don't be afraid to say no. Practice saying no to tasks, commitments, or opportunities that do not align with your priorities or values. Prioritize activities that contribute to your personal, professional goals and politely decline requests or obligations that may lead to overextension or burnout. You avoid the burnout by saying no. Say no to the burnout. That's what we're doing this week. We're saying no to the burnout. By setting limits on your time and energy, you can protect your well-being and focus on activities that bring the most value and fulfillment. Additionally, saying no allows you to maintain control over your schedule and avoid spreading yourself too thin, ultimately reclaiming time for activities that matter the most. The way that you reclaim your time is by saying no. You cannot say yes to everything. So you have to be adamant about saying no. Making sure that if it doesn't align with what my mentor Dr. Will calls revenue generating activity, your RGA, if it does not which revenue generating activities, that's what RGA stands for. If it's not a revenue generating activity and it doesn't align with the things that you do, say no to it. You know, I understand you want to hang with you want to hang with the fellas, you want to have the sister girl circle and everything like that, but there's sometimes you're going to have to say no. I can't do it. That I have something that is more of a priority than hanging out with you all. Like I said, you want to have the time to have fun. I tell y'all on the weekend, do something fun. But when it's time to work, it's time to work. I'm going to say that again. When it's time to work, it's time to work. And don't you don't have to explain yourself. There doesn't have to be anything after the no. It's just like, no, I can't. I'm not. No. Yeah. And this may upset some people, but this is the way that you reclaim your time. This is the way that you avoid the burnout. We're avoiding the burnout all this week, y'all. We're reclaiming our time all week this week. I've been excited ever since I thought about doing this week, these next 2 weeks. I am so pumped about doing this because I want every entrepreneur, I want every leader that's watching and listening to me to understand how important it is for you to reclaim your time, how important it is for you to avoid the burnout. One of the reasons I'm passionate about this is because of the entrepreneur briefcase that I have to offer. I'm gonna grab it real quick, y'all. The entrepreneur briefcase. This right here is the tool that you need. This entrepreneur briefcase is what you need in order to be able to assist you to reclaim your time and to reclaim and avoid the burnout, because it gives you those tools. It gives you those systems that you'll need in order to be able to be structured, in order to be able to establish clear work hours, to be able to create your physical and digital boundaries, and to be able to help you to decide what to say no to, what to say yes to. That's part of what's in the entrepreneurial briefcase. And I specifically did that because it is my mission, my purpose, my goal is to assist you to be able to avoid the burnout, to be able to reclaim your time. Because when you do that, you create a healthy work environment, you maximize your productivity. And here's the third thing, y'all. Here's the third thing. You increase your bottom line. How many of y'all want to increase your bottom line? If you want to increase your bottom line, I want you to say no more burnout in the comments. No more burnout. We're eliminating, we're avoiding the burnout this week and next week. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you because I want you to know, I want you to operate and have the time that you need to be able to not only be successful in your business, but also to be successful with your personal life. This will give you the ability to be able to spend more time with your friends, with your family, and the ability to be able to create the legacy that you want to build. I'm done for the day, y'all. It's your boy, Doctor. Y'all got me excited all week. It's Monday. It's Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, right here from the Brand New Suite. We're going to be right back here tomorrow where we're going to talk about delegate, prioritizing your task. How do you prioritize your tasks? That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Hope you'll join me. Tell somebody, share this with you. If you believe there's another entrepreneur out here that could use this information, tell them they need to be tuned in, or share it with them so that they can then tune in or watch the replay, because it's going to be on in my YouTube channel. And I'm thinking I might not put this one public. Y'all might have to earn this one. So y'all might have to earn this one. So it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We'll see y'all right back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.